Hey everybody, this is author Jeff Bowles coming at you with another retro roundup. Last week, Rogue One, a Star Wars story, hit theaters finally. It's a great movie. I had a chance to check it out at an early screening on Thursday night, and I highly recommend it for Star Wars fans or just anybody who loves a good space opera adventure or whatever you want to call it. So in honor of Rogue One, I thought I'd go back in time and revisit one of my favorite Star Wars games of the last 15-20 years, Star Wars Bounty Hunter. Now, this was a LucasArts game, a really good LucasArts game. Django came along and yanked LucasArts out of the frame here, and now we don't have them anymore. Bye, LucasArts! Poor LucasArts, we hardly knew ye. It was released in 2002 to kind of coincide with Episode 2, Attack of the Clones, which, most people say Episode 3 is their favorite of the prequels, but mine really is Episode 2, and I it's kind of not saying much. I don't know how many prequel fans we got in the house, but, whatevs. So anyway, in this game, you play as humble bounty hunter Jango Fett, and it kind of serves as a prequel to a prequel. It kind of shows us Jango as a younger man and how he kind of got caught up in this clone army business that you hear so much about in Attack of the Clones. You perform bounties, like here we are taking down a guy, mark the bounty, go up and rope him, yank him out of there. You've got a lot of chase sequences, which are a lot of fun. You actually do get to pilot Slave 1, which is also a ton of fun. You have the full access to every tool and weapon in his arsenal that you'd expect to have for Jango Fett, and even Boba Fett, really. They would have the same stuff, approximately. You've got blasters, you've got a flamethrower, you've got the famous jetpack, although the jetpack kind of is annoying because it kind of only bursts speeds for like 5 seconds and then runs out and then has to recharge. It's a little bit annoying, but we'll let that slide. You've got his famous saber darts, all sorts of cool gadgetry and weapons. If you ever wanted to be Boba Fett or Jango Fett, this is your game. So it came out in 2002, and I was very impressed with it at the time. I always loved LucasArts games, and it's kind of a thing that we don't get anymore. We get a new Star Wars movie now every single year, but so far, no new games to coincide with some of these bigger releases. EA kind of gave us, and DICE kind of gave us Star Wars Battlefront, which is a great game. I'm not going to say it's not. It's not the greatest, but it's pretty good. But we don't have anything like this to kind of help broaden the story. It used to be you would expect a movie game tie-in to come out and it to suck. But that tended not to be the case with LucasArts. They tended to give us good stuff. So I kind of wish that the running around mechanics were a little bit better. You have a lot of blind fire stuff. You can kind of see here, I'm kind of having a blind fire at the Gamorrean guards because I can't really spin the camera around with too much effectiveness. Great cutscenes. You've got Lord Tyrannus, you've got Darth Sidious, you've got Jango, you've got a bunch of allies for him. Play this game. Get it on the PlayStation 4 store. It's $10. Go see Rogue One. Have yourself a Star Wars day and enjoy the hell out of life. Then after you're done doing that, get on your international internet machine, okay? Go to Amazon.com, punch in Godling and Other Paint Stories, and buy this book. 99-cent Kindle copies are now available. It is the funniest damn book you will ever read. This is my book. 6 short stories of humor and wit and adventure, and you will love the hell out of it. If you're a geek, if you're a gamer, buy this book. You'll love it.